What's going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. My name is RazeDox and today we're going to talk about DeadSide. But before we do that, I think it's fair to let you know that it's been about 2 months since the last time I've uploaded anything to the channel, and the reason behind that is that I was selling my old house and buying the new house that I'm currently in. So what you're seeing on the screen is only a temporary setup until my studio is completed in the basement. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get with the video. Alright, so since my last upload, I was able to get 5 new keys for a free copy of DeadSide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving these keys away throughout my future uploads as well as my live stream, and I'm about to give my first key away on this video. For those of you that are interested in this free copy of DeadSide, here is the key for you to use. If you were lucky enough to claim this key, congratulations, you now have a free copy of DeadSide. Now, if you weren't fortunate enough to claim this key on time, do not worry, you still have 4 more opportunities. Just make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on all your notifications so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the topic of this video. And that, of course, is if DeadSide has any hope for the future. Now, the simple answer would be yes or no, but of course, like most of my videos, I like to conduct my own research so that I can paint a better picture. To be able to justify as to why I believe DeadSide still has hope, I decided to compare 2 other games that are well known within the open world survival genre, with these 2 games being Scum and DayZ. The way I decided to compare these games is by getting the Steam charts available online to see if there's any pattern that they all followed. Now, of course, when it comes to following charts and trying to predict the future, it could always change at any time. So please make sure to remember that this is only my personal opinion and prediction of what I think would happen. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's begin with the game Scum. In September of 2018, the game peaked out at 68,000 unique players, with an average player base of around 18,700. Fast forward 2 months after that, and the game was only peaking out at 6,000 with an average of around 2,500 players. Now, since then, the game has been receiving updates and being developed, and you can slowly see the growth coming back to the charts. Moving along to the game DayZ, I was able to see a similar pattern after looking at the charts. In December of 2013, DayZ peaked out at 45,000 unique players, with an average of around 12,400. In the beginning of April of 2015, those numbers drastically fell and did not begin to climb back up until the beginning of 2020, with a current average of well over 12,000 players. Finally, let's talk about DeadSide. Now, the numbers are not as great as the other 2 games, but they do show the same pattern. In April of 2020, DeadSide had over 9,500 unique players, with an average player base of around 5,300. As expected, and like we saw with Scum and DayZ, a large portion of its player base was drastically lost. And although these numbers are not as big as the day the game launched, they do continue to grow as new updates come out. Keeping all of these numbers in mind, you're probably wondering why I'm even comparing DeadSide to Scum or DayZ when the numbers aren't even close. Now, the reason I chose these 2 games is due to the fact that DeadSide was released in the beginning of a global pandemic that was at its highest peak. With that in mind, it's unknown if the game was even impacted by the pandemic, but I am giving it the benefit of the doubt. With all of that being said, I do believe that DeadSide has a bright future and it still has hope in the survival industry. But of course, they must continue to develop the game and responding quickly to the community. If you guys would like to take a look at the charts that I talked about in this video, make sure to check the description box where I left you a link to follow. Like always, if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please make sure to smack the thumbs up button so that we can continue to grow our YouTube community. Also, leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on this comparison. Alright guys, so without further ado, I appreciate you watching and I'll see you on the next video.